Yo, demand you to listen, guru so prolific, deciphering hieroglyphics, play close attention, yeah. Keep it raw, real and uncut, the guru son, the chosen one, the man with the golden gun. Witness the knowledge that rolls off my tongue and let your mind soak it all in like a sponge.
What's up, people? It's Guru. Welcome to Keep It Real, Raw, and Cut. Today's topic, we're gonna talk about this is gonna be a G vlog, whatever. We're gonna talk about the term HOE Phase and side chick, man. I'm gonna have to break this up into two parts depending on how long it goes, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and get into this. You know, your boy, I'm on Twitter, and I dropped Facebook because it was just ignorant. I was tired of seeing what people were saying and stuff like that, man. So I got rid of Facebook. So I said, I'm gonna give Twitter a try. And Twitter is more ignorant than Facebook, man. I hate to say it that, no, I don't hate to say it. I'm gonna tell the truth, man. The ignorance of society is just crazy to me, man. I'm not amazed anymore, you know, but the ignorance, selfishness is just crazy, you know. And me being a black man, so of course I deal more with the black community. So most of the things that I see is going to be coming from the black community because that's who I usually involved with. So that's not saying that black people are more ignorant than any other race, be it white, Asian, or Latin. It's just that, like I said, I'm around more black people, so that's what I'm exposed to. So with that being said, now, me being a black man, I also don't date outside of my race. As far as, well, I never dated white women before. You know what I'm saying? I've always been, I stick to the sisters, man. I got love for my sisters in my heart. You know, I've seen a lot of ignorance, and I see why a lot of black men have got away from dating black women. But a lot of times the flaws that they say are in black women, I've seen other races have the same flaws, you know. And it's a lot of snooty as black men, you know, that lost their way, don't know who they are, you know. So they always gonna think that the grass is green on the other side, so they'll date white women and then belittle black women, not knowing that where'd you come from. You know, you came from a black woman, you know. So when you sit there and bash all black women, you basically bashing yourself, you know. It's more of a self-hate, because a lot of these guys that date white women only, they would love to wake up one morning with white skin, you know what I'm saying? They hate being black. You know, a lot of them say, well, I like being black, I just don't like the way black women treat you. I still think that's a cop-out, because a lot of black men, I ain't gonna say all of them, but they only date white women. They think they're better than all black people in general, being a black man and black women. They think they're above or elitist when it comes to black people. Like they're just different. They cut from a different cloth. You know what I'm saying? That lost mentality, that house Negro mentality, you know, thinking that, you know, everything white is right. You know, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. But I just want to give y'all a little brief introduction, like where I'm coming from. You know, I'm a black man. I'm proud to be a black man. I love my black women. I love my black people, you know. Even though at times they do a lot of things I see that really upset me, a lot of ignorant stuff, a lot of selfish stuff, a lot of violent stuff, you know, and you know, people need to get their lives right. But like I said, it ain't all just black people doing this ignorant selfishness and violent things. All races are doing it. So don't just be like, oh, black people are responsible. No, black people ain't responsible for everything. Black people only make up, what, 10 to 12% of America. You know what I'm saying? So how are we responsible for all the ignorance? You know what I'm saying? Think about that. That's facts. But that being said, matter of fact, black people are the third biggest race in America. Yeah, only third biggest race in America. We, if you want to count Mexicans and other Latin Americans as one group, they're the second biggest group in America. It goes whites, then the Latin. Of course, like I said, if you want to count Mexican as being Latin or whatever, them too. Black people are third, number 3. So, like I said, it is what it is. But let's get back to this phrase, man. This whole phrase thing, man, it's sickening to me, man. You know, you got a lot of women out there that call themselves black feminists or feminists in general. I don't really think they know what a feminist is, you know. Usually women that say they're fighting against double standards or whatever, there's always something nasty involved in it, like filthiness. Like, a man could be a hoe too. You know what I'm saying? And that's stupid, you know what I'm saying? Okay, that's just saying, okay, so if men doing filthiness, why would you want to be filthy too? You know what I'm saying? Like Chris Rock said a long time ago, he said, oh, because somebody else fucked up, why do you want to be fucked up? You know what I'm saying? That's not an answer. That's not a good enough reason. You know what I'm saying? All because a lot of men sleep around with a lot of women and they get away with it. You shouldn't want to be, oh, let me sleep with a lot of men and get away with it. You know, this is a double standard. Double standards ain't always a bad thing, you know what I'm saying? People don't never complain when the double standard works in their favor. They just work, when it works in the other favor, that's when they complain about the things, you know? Women get a lot of protection in society that men don't get, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, men are saying you want to create an equal, then why should you be protected under certain things that a man can't, you know what I'm saying? The thing is, you can't be equal to something that you're not. Men and women are both human beings, but men and women are different. You being a woman and a man's being a man, that's distinct difference. You know, we don't have the same sexual organs, you know what I'm saying? We don't have the same, women have more organs than men in general, you know what I'm saying? But we still the human race. We still comparable to each other. With that being said, that's what they said, the women is the fairer sex. Women are supposed to be protected by men. That's what man is created for, to protect women. You know what I'm saying? A man's supposed to be head of the household. He's supposed to protect the household. Everything has its place. You know what I'm saying? That's the way nature intended to be. But man being, I guess, a higher life form, we think that we can outthink nature. You know what I'm saying? We're so smart. We're self-aware. We know what goes on. But you look at nature, there's a balance. There's polarity there. And mankind goes outside of polarity. You know what I'm saying? That's what things are so messed up right now. The balance is off. You know what I'm saying? You got men acting like women. You got women acting like men. That ain't what it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So that's why things are just so out of order right now. You got women that are masculine, men that are feminine. You know? And that's not the way it goes. Now you got women trying to live like men and glorifying being promiscuous, being foul, being filthy. You know what I'm saying? And this whole, I'm going through a whole phase. You know what I'm saying? What kind of phase is that to uplift, to even brag about? Who brags about being a hoe? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I remember back, you know, when I'm coming up, man, being a hoe was a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? No woman want to be considered a hoe. No woman, matter of fact, women didn't want to be, you know what I'm saying? We gonna keep it real on here, man. It's gonna be a little vulgar. You know what I'm saying? Women back in the day, women didn't want to be known for, sucking men off, you know what I'm saying? Having threesomes, getting a train ran on them. They want to keep that under wraps, you know, because it was shameful. You know what I'm saying? Now this whole, I'm a feminist and I embrace my sexuality, so it's all right for me to be a whore. It's all right for me to get multiple men or run through me, and you know what I'm saying? Your body wasn't built for that, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why all these diseases get spread, all these babies. I know what y'all been saying. Well, it's the men too. We ain't talking about the men right now. We talking about the women. You know what I'm saying? This whole accountability and responsibility for your own actions. That's what people are missing right now. Everybody wants to be a victim. You know what I'm saying? So they can always cry and whine about and point the finger. You know what I'm saying? When you point the finger, say one for yourself, man. Point it back at you. What did you have to do in the situation? You know what I'm saying? A man can't get you. No woman can have a baby by herself. So both of y'all are responsible for that child. 50-50. You know what I'm saying? 50-50. Like I said, a man should take care of his child. I'm not taking away the man's responsibility. And if he doesn't, man, he a piece of shit himself. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way around that. You know what I'm saying? But you know the consequences of you opening your legs to this man. You know the consequences of you sleeping around with these guys. So if you get a disease or you get pregnant, it ain't that man's fault. That's your fault. You know what I'm saying? Who you dating, who you letting your life ain't an indictment of these guys that you call ain't shit. You know, I would like to say these ain't shit niggas. Niggas ain't shit. You know how women like to talk. Well, then if you dealing with these kind of guys you dating and putting into your life, that's an indictment on you. You know what I'm saying? What you put out in the world comes back to you. So if all you dating is these quote unquote ain't shit niggas, what does that make you? You ain't shit either. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have your priorities right. You gotta ask yourself, why are these men in your life? Why are you dating these guys? All men ain't like this, because a lot of the qualities that these women say men are, I have none of these qualities. You know what I'm saying? I got a job. I got a house. My car paid for. I vote. I got benefits. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any kids. No baby mama drama. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a criminal record. I'm good. I held my responsibilities. I got my priorities are straight. You know what I'm saying? So sit there and be like, all niggas ain't this, all niggas ain't that. First of all, I don't consider myself a nigga because I ain't. I'm a black man. I'm conscious. I know who I am. You know what I'm saying? I ain't nobody nigga, and I ain't a nigga. So with that being said, so when you talking, you ain't talking about me. You know what I'm saying? So if you one of these quote unquote real niggas, then that's what you dealing with. Deal with these real niggas. That's what you get when you date a real nigga. Why don't you try dating a real man? You know what I'm saying? See what changes then. And why don't you try being a real woman? All because you got some hair on your pubic area don't make you a man or woman. All because you got a kid don't make you a man or woman. A dog can have a baby. You know what I'm saying? Having a baby don't make nothing. All because you got a child and you feed a child doesn't make you a good mother. Doesn't make you a good parent. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn how to raise your kids too. And so you got kids, and especially this is the thing too. You got kids, especially if you got a little girl, and you gonna be on Twitter bragging about you going through a whole phase that you out here sucking random men off, having sexual exploits all over the place. That's what hoes do. So you want to represent that lifestyle? You happy to be a quote unquote nothing less than a cum rag? You know what I'm saying? That's something to brag about. That's something to embrace. That's something to sit there and put your business out on Twitter. I'm sleeping with all kind of men. You know what I'm saying? What kind of that's just crazy. That is foul and crazy for no reason. You know what I'm saying? You really need to check yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no double standards. It ain't about being free, not just being nasty and filthy. You know what I'm saying? Bragging about being a hoe. Who does that? Really? That's like somebody bragging about being a rapist. That's how bad society is moving. People gonna be bragging about being a child molester soon, being a rapist. You know what I'm saying? People gonna just, I'm bragging about being a murderer. People already brag about being a murderer. You know what I'm saying? And then people just look at it like, that's kind of society we live in. We accept everything. You know what I'm saying? Any kind of foulness, any wretchedness, any ignorance, people are just so quickly to jump on it and live that lifestyle and embrace it. You know what I'm saying? Then quick to say they keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? I'm living my life. So I mean, where's the standards at, man? Where's there's no balance to anything right now, man. People have no kind of responsibility, no kind of morals, anything. You know what I'm saying? And that's the crazy thing, man. There's a passage in the Bible. I know few people believe in the Bible these days, but you know, there's a song called the Bible, and the acronyms for Bible mean the basic instructions before leaving the earth. You know what I'm saying? And it was kind of fly. I like that right there. And if people actually would follow a lot of things in their practices in their life, their whole life would turn out better. You know, if you waited for marriage to have sex, think about it. You would never have a disease. You would never be, you never have a baby out of wedlock. That's the thing. We got way too many mothers and not enough wives. You know what I'm saying? So now it's to the point that nobody wants to get married. You know, they rather just get knocked up by all these random dudes and stuff like that, man. You know, I met a young lady. She's 30 years old. She already got 6 kids. You know what I'm saying? At 30 and not married to anybody. You know what I'm saying? That is crazy. That is just ridiculous. Now, what man's going to want to marry her? You know what I'm saying? What man's going to marry a woman with 6 kids outside of wedlock, and then I'm going to come in there, she's looking for a man, she's looking for a husband. And that is so crazy. What is the thinking in it behind that? You should be thinking like, well, you didn't stop with your first 2. She's like, man, maybe I need to slow down. You have 4 more kids after that. You know what I'm saying? 4 more. And now you wonder, I don't have no life. I can't find a man. No man gonna want no woman with no 6 kids. You know what I'm saying?